Oh boy. Oh boy, we're doing it. Okay. Hyakujo's fox. Um, this one's super complicated. We're gonna move past. I'll give like a really quick recap of what happens here. Hyakujo, there's an old man. The old man is not a man. He's a fox. Uh, and, and the reason why he is a fox is because he gave the wrong answer to a question. And once he got a better answer, he is enlightened. And a student hears about this and slaps the teacher. Very strange. Let's go on to the comments. Mumon's commentary. Not falling under causation. How could this make the monk a fox? Not ignoring causation. How could this make the old man emancipated? If you come to understand this, you will understand how Hyakujo would have enjoyed 500 rebirths as a fox. Beautiful. And then the poetry, there's a poem at the end. Mumon's poem. Not falling, not ignoring, two faces of the same die. Not ignoring, not falling, 1,000 errors, 1,000,000 mistakes. Wow. So this is kind of cool. This is showing one of the stark dualities here. You're falling under causation or not. Is the enlightened man under karma or not under karma? Subject to karma or not? So not falling under causation, how could this make a monk a fox? We'll have to explain a little bit about foxes. In ancient China, foxes are tricksters or liars, something of that nature. So when the old monk, the student asks the old monk, does an enlightened man fall under the yoke of causation or not? Is the enlightened man subject to karma or not? The answer he gives is no. No, they are not. And this is what makes him a fox. He gives such a definitive answer. This is one interpretation of it, right? He gives such a definitive answer. No, the enlightened man is not subject to karma. And he's wrong. Saying that makes him wrong. And because he said that and because he's wrong, he's subject to karma. He is reborn as a fox. Not ignoring causation, how does this make the man emancipated? So Hyakujo, the old man, asks Hyakujo, does the enlightened man fall on the yoke of causation? And Hyakujo answers, he does not ignore causation, and this makes the man enlightened. So how does that happen? Well, he gives a less definitive answer. He gives a more, again, he's rejecting. It's a rejection, but it's not quite a strong rejection. It's kind of a weird one here. The enlightened man does not ignore causation. Not quite that he's under it, not quite that he's not under it. He just doesn't ignore it. And that enlightens the man. Oh boy, this is hard to describe. But he's not, well, let's get more into it. So this duality of a man, the old man, and karma is a duality that we need to see beyond. So the man is not subject to karma. He's not under the yoke of karma. He can't ignore karma. He doesn't ignore karma. And the reason is because he is karma. Right? This is another duality we need to see beyond. Karma and person is just an arbitrary delineation that we see. And if we stop thinking, there is no delineation between karma and person. So if you stop ignoring these, if he realizes that he does not ignore karma, causation, then he is free. He is liberated. And the commentary continues. If you understand this, you will realize that Hyakujo enjoyed 500 rebirths. Enjoyed 500 rebirths. So this is saying that if you understand this, he does go through the rebirths. He still is a part of the rebirth process. However, he's not a part of it. He's not a part of the rebirth process. He is the rebirth process. So even though he's giving the wrong answer, he is still a part of karma, but he is karma. So when you understand this, you see that he is enjoying the 500 rebirths. He's not subject to karma. He's not doomed. I think he says doomed to 500 rebirths. He's not doomed to 500 rebirths. This is another duality, doomed or enjoying. He is The 500 rebirths. Oh, I feel like I'm having a hard time explaining that, but hopefully you guys slightly understand. Um, and then the verse, the poem, not falling, not ignoring, two faces of the same die, or two faces of one die. This is back to that sort of rejection that we talked about with Joshu's mu, Joshu's no. Does the dog have Buddha nature? No. This is sort of directly contradicting that, which is nice. So not falling, not ignoring, two faces of the same die, right? If you fall under karma or if you ignore karma. He's saying that you don't fall under, you don't ignore, neither. So you're rejecting he's rejecting both of these conceptions of if you're falling under it or if you're ignoring it. And then again, not ignoring, not falling, 1,000 errors, 1 million mistakes. Whew. So what he's saying is if you have a conception of what karma is, you have a conception of what ignoring karma is, causation, karma, same thing in this context. You have a conception, you think about what it means to ignore something, karma, causation. You have a conception of what it means to fall under causation. And if you have a conception, even if you're rejecting that conception, you are still doing that thing. So you are still making an error. So, so to recap with the Buddha nature, if you think that the dog does not have Buddha nature, you are still making 1,000 errors. You are still making 1 million mistakes. When you are enlightened, there is no you to be ignoring karma. There is no you to be falling under the yoke of causation. So to even be analyzing it in that way, you have made 1,000 errors already. You've made 1 million mistakes already. There is no you there. There is no, the conception of all these things. You're throwing too many concepts on top of the reality. Stop thinking. Stop adding. Whew. Okay, that was dense. And that's just the commentary. Hopefully, yeah, the actual koan is a lot more complicated. So hopefully you've seen that video. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If not, the duality of thumbs down, up and down, go for it. I like to know what you guys think and if this is something that is interesting or helpful or useful or any of that stuff. Hit that subscribe button and comment down below if there are any comments about it. Subscribe, notification bell, because there's going to be a lot more videos to come. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.